Well, it's about time I make another video here on YouTube. Mostly I now do streams the last few weeks. But I thought I want to do something unique for Monster Hunter Mondays. Don't worry, Monster Hunter Free Ultimate will come back next week. So don't you worry. You will get your extra free Ultimate spice on the next Monday. But today I want to discuss about something about Monster Hunter Wilds for a bit. I mean, the returning Konkala, the surprise returning of young Cuckoo, no pun intended. And I thought, hey, this is actually good to talk about what kind of monsters I want to see. I have seen some people have talked about what kind of monsters they want to see return in Wilds and monsters they don't want to see return in Wilds. So I thought, okay, if I really want to go outside of the box and do something different, some people go to the most popular monsters. So I thought, what if I'm picking monsters that are popular, but also ones that are not popular? So, and second, I have teased in doing the top 5 monsters I want to see return. Now, this kind of is a top 5 series. Back in the day, I used to do it a lot because it was fun to make. And I don't know if I can still pull off the magic with top 5. I mean, I'm feeling kind of rusty and free. Yes, I'm feeling much better. The weather is definitely annoying with the cold. I have a cup of English tea, by the way, on my Yoshi cup, and I see a little crack already. That's not good. Well, it's been time for buy a new one soon. But this is my top 5 monsters I want to see return on Monster Hunter Wilds. And also, if you have a list for yourself, put it in the comment section below. I want to listen to your side. I want to see what you guys think. And let's get started with number 5. Well, here's the thing. Young Cuckoo was on this list until they dropped the extension cut. No pun intended, but then again, absolutely pun intended. So I thought, if you bring back young Cuckoo, bring back the crazy one himself. Bring back young Gara. Young Gara came back in Iceborne and the expansion of the end game phase. And it's a mix of young Cuckoo's moveset with the moveset of Rathian and Rathlos. He's crazy, alright. He gets faster and faster when he attacks. He's crazy. He will not stop. And I had issues when I first faced him in Iceborne. But then I'm realizing, you know, if you get better, you can actually beat him. He's fast, yes, but the music is good. And I think if you, with the whole horde system, imagine you just have a calm nest of Cuckoos, and then suddenly a young Gara shows up and just ruin the entire nest. I mean, yeah, it can be more annoying. And also, remember the scene of Legend of Zelda with the chicken? Imagine you hit one of the Cuckoos, all the Cuckoos are coming after you, or you hit young Gara, who's like the alpha of this nest, and then all the Cuckoos are coming after you. If they can pull that off, especially with the horde, it would be good. So I have my number 5. Young Gara is my number 5 for the monster I want to see return in Monster Hunter Wilds. Here's another one I keep out of the box. He came back in Sunbreak. I have faced him in, I think, Freedom Units. It was the first monster I actually managed to kill him because he was annoying. But again, with the herd, with the little monsters, he can around himself. That could be very useful. And it's the Shogun Centaur. Shogun Centaur and I are going way back when I first exposed myself to Monster Hunter Freedom Unit, especially. And Centaur is hard, Shogun Centaur, but he's fun. I like how he fights. Again, if you bring out the small crab versions, or just like the middle versions of the Centaur, and Shogun's like the alpha, will attack you. And speaking about, you may think, what kind of location do you want to fit it in? Well, we have the Wind Plains, we have the Scarlet Forest. Of course, we're gonna get a volcano and a tundra area. I thought, why not bring out a unique concept of a creepy cave system? Like, you go inside the cave, you have this whole thing is about oxygen, for example. And if you want to have an Apex, we'll bring a snake Apex-like monster. And if you really want to go to detail, I will say, make a cave system about Japanese folklore. Now, of course, we already have a Japanese theme in Rise, but bring some, like, a mystery to it. And then the Shogun Centaur hosts that location, and you have to kick in his ass. I think Shogun Centaur really fits. I think it's a cool looking monster, and it fits in my number 4. You know what? I was thinking about, what should I think? I was thinking about invasion monsters. It's not Kyopako because fuck that thing. I was not thinking about the Devil Joe. I was thinking about the B-52 bomber. Basil Geese. I swear to God, the first time I met him was in Worlds, when I was collecting data for Narragante, and then suddenly he just sitting there eating his meat, eating his prey. I love how Basil Geese plays, because it's like a B-52 bomber. He just flies, dropping his scales, and I think it really fits as well, especially with the open world aspect in the wind planes. If you imagine you go to high rank, you're facing Ray Dow, and suddenly you hear the sounds of Basil Geese and his music plays, that is the moment you realize, okay, shit is about to get real. And I would love to see a turf war between Ray Dow or Arkfeld with the Basil Geese. I think Basil Geese is a fun monster. I have some issues with his seeking evil nephew, but if you think about Basil Geese, brain seeking Basil Geese as well, I think it's really fitting for the area, and I think people like him how he is. He's annoying, but he's been memed from top to bottom, and for a good reason. Okay, so I have another monster that I think the species, the same goes with the Shogun Centaur, should be more often in Monster Hunter games, and this is one of them. And of course, we got the Cachacabra, who is an amphibian monster. I hope I said it right. And I found another amphibian monster from Rise, and I had some good history with it. I think, if again, like I said, with the creepy cave system, for example, he fits perfectly. Or just add him to the Scarred Forest. And I was talking about the sumo wrestler machine, the Tetranodon. This thing is fun as hell. I like his armor. I like that his belly expands as a pay homage to the Great Jackass. And I think it's really fitting, because the guy is just so evil. It's like a mix of a frog, duck, and a platypus into one. And I love how he fights. I love how he's just like, yo, I'm ready. Let's get ready to rumble, you know. And I think Tetradon, and in not only to Wilds, is a good example to add more of MTM monsters, but also bring out the other ones. But this is the first MTM monster I had in my mind. Like, hey, why not bring back Valadron? I think he's good. He's fun to fight. Just a normal, it's not an Apex monster, but it's a monster. You think, hey, it's fun. Imagine a turf war between Kongala and Valadron facing each other. Monk versus Platypus. I mean, that would be amazing. And in my number one spot, I mean, come on. There's one monster that people were requested for years. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. The King of the Leviathans, the Lord of the Seas, Lachycrus. This is a monster I have history in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate when I face him for the first time. He's hard, and I know his element really fits on the underwater combat. However, the game designer says there will be no underwater combat in Wilds, which much for his surprise and bewilderment. If you saw the stream, he looked in the chat like, whoa, you guys really want it back? So who knows, maybe the next gen we can head back. But I think he will come back, because he was not only in the top 3 most requested, or the top 3 on the Monster Hunter 20-year anniversary, but the developers really want him back as well, and that's so cool about it. And 3, no, there's not pun intended here, is because I think they fixed the Leviathan problem. Because if you think on Balahara with the whole walk cycle, same with Aknator and Lachycrus, I think they fixed it. I think they fixed the skeleton. I think they fixed the Leviathan problem. I think it's his time. And if it's not in the base game, put him in an update, or put him in like in DLC or something. I mean, you know, they really want him back as well. And if underwater combat is not going to be, well, I mean, it's never going to be in Wilds. Who knows? Maybe the DLC. Who knows? They could do the thing what they try to do in World, like a little bit of the moveset of the Geototus when he dives in, or maybe the corkscrew attack from Beototus in Iceborne. They can do that if they wanted to. They can add some new moves to his arsenal, like this ancient Leviathan is not the same Lachycrus, but it's a different version of. And I also pitched an idea in the Scarred Forest, because some people were speculating with Mist, which we're getting there. I thought, what if this version of Lachycrus can swim in the mist? Mist is water. So that was the first thing on my mind. But only time will tell. But people, and I understand why I fully understand why people want Lucky Cruz back. You're not the only one. I want him back too. I think it is his time now. Put him like in maybe an update, or put something what you tried to do in Worlds. I think it really fits. And if Lucky Cruz doesn't come back, put Ivory Lucky Cruz, the land version of it, and add there some moveset to it. There are plenty ways you can do with Lucky. I think it's his time now. People were begging him to come back. I mean, come on. It is his time. And that is my list, actually. What do you guys think about it? Do you want to see more of the top 5? I will try my best to do more in the future. Again, what is your top 5? What do you guys think about it? And I know people might be thinking, why is the word copium or hopium banned here on the channel? Because it's overused. I don't like the word. It's really overused. Same goes with the whole brain words. I banned that as well, because come on. Not in my channel. We're not doing it here. But what is your top 5 on your part? Put it in the comment section below. Don't forget to smash the like button for me if you want to see more of it. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more Monster Hunter content in the near future. Thank you so much. And yes, I will try to recover with a nice cup of tea and a nice warm shower after this. And see you guys next time. Happy hunting!